Irate people of Sagolmang block Imphal Cycle Road against the arrest of two members of Sagolmang Village Development Committee. Women warned of naked protest in District Hospital Road. Chief Minister Biren expresses disappointment at the glitch of Finance Department's website in August last year that led to an overdraft of over 200 crore rupees. And the Union Cabinet approves ordinance to award death penalty to those convicted of raping children under 12 years of age. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English News. I'm Joyce Rusham with the top stories and the latest news at this hour. Protesters against the arrest of two executive members of Sagolmang Village Development Committee blocked Imphal Cycle Road today. Both police and people sustained injuries in the scuffles that ensued. On the other hand, women of Kundrakpum constituency declared various intense agitations, including naked protests, against the relocation of the proposed Imphal East District Hospital from Sagolmang. People burnt up tires and blocked the Imphal Cycle Road against the arrest of General Secretary of Sagolmang Village Development Committee, Sorokhaibam Inaubi, and committee's Assistant General Secretary, Laishram Vikram, by the police this morning. A police team led by additional SP of Imphal East rushed at the spot to contain the situation. However, police resorted to tear gas shells and smoke bombs when male protesters pelted stones using catapults at them as they were trying to talk it out with the women protesters. Two police personnel and some protesters sustained injuries in the incident. It may be mentioned that yesterday afternoon, Sagolmang Village Committee, Women Provision Committee and Progressive Youth Club Sagolmang organized a meeting at Sagolmang Community Hall, including the advisor of PDCC, BC Techcham and two members of the committee in connection with the construction of the district hospital at Sagolmang. Sources said BC Techcham set aside the interests of the people of Sagolmang regarding the construction of the hospital and gave an indecent response. Subsequently, the meeting resolved to excommunicate BC Techcham from any organizations and issues of the locality. Techcham later filed a police complaint against the Village Development Committee, citing physical harassment by the villagers. The police arrested the two members of the village committee acting on the complaint. Meanwhile, agitated people of Sagolmang demanded unconditional release of the two arrested, failing which they want to continue blocking the Imphal Cycle Road. They also warned of naked protests similar to the one in front of Kangla Gate a few years ago if the government does not revoke its decision of shifting the construction site for the district hospital from Sagolmang.
Akwai di khang bang amak tre adu bo police ko unjan adana akwai ikheng na khen tai na basidi akwai nupi mama obi akwai je ngam kano tawde moi ga thungna bagi haksu akwai kano tawjade adu bo akwai di huji athuba matam da phari ba ngang ji ju condition am tana yaw dana thadok piro adu ga akwai di isam chamna akwai di dis hospital ne sabi jabi na tanjari ba adu go mas khongjang ni adu na sidai da akwai da harassment pibi ganu makhata ba khongjang ha ba je akwai di sidri ba wa leptana akwai gi pandam je phangdri ba da sidri ba charai hen bagi khongjang changjeng ni akwai gi Kangla ki gate mamangda ima trani thoina tawgiba do adugi phire to lewro haidingai leite habje ai ngasi meda gi thongda ai haijari.
All Manipur Nupi Marub Khurai area in a press release has expressed great discontentment at the Chief Minister's indifference with regard to the numerous casualties which occurred during the Sagolmang District Hospital crisis. The organization further questioned the Chief Minister if there is other ulterior motive in construction of the district hospital, as the Chief Minister remains a mute spectator even after the situation has intensified. The Chief Minister was not intimated that the website of Finance Department was down in August last year. Chief Minister Biren has shown discontentment that he was not intimated on time about the glitch in the website that led to an overdraft of over 200 crore rupees. Biren gave stern instructions to top officials that such negligence will not be accepted and not to repeat the same again. The Chief Minister was speaking at the nationwide 12th Civil Service Day observance at the Conference Hall of Old Secretariat in Babupara today. Speaking further, Biren said funds had to be borrowed immediately from the open market due to the overdraft of the over 200 crore rupees. However, the balance at the Finance Department still remained quite low. Biren drew the attention of the top officials at the event and asserted that bureaucrats are capable of doing infinite welfare works at the same time, delay the works and even demolish the works. Quoting that civil servants are the steel frame of India, the Chief Minister called on the civil servants to introspect if they are the good quality steel frame or the poor quality ones. Biren opines that Manipur will see an innovative change in 10 years if more sincere and honest bureaucrats who are willing to do public works before their retirement spring in the state. On the other hand, the Chief Minister also reminded of a notification that was earlier issued calling on for altruistic act of helping any victims of road accidents by taking them to hospitals in department vehicles without delay. DC Churachandpur Shamlal Punia and Executive Engineer of Manipur Police Housing Corporation N. Romedi were conferred with the Excellence Public Service Award on the occasion for their contributions in various welfare works and especially for their initiatives in the speedy construction of the Ima Market at Churachandpur.
But suddenly it got stopped in the month of August. I don't know. I was not informed. How do we internet to the count of that? Yes, this money has been released. This is the balance and the sector of the book. How do we internet to the open revenue now? Everybody were at random submitting their proposal, and the finance were releasing like anything. Then now, what is the problem with the financial system right now? You know, we have overdraft more than 200 crores. Immediately we borrowed from the open market. Even then, the balance amount is 2 million, you know. Siki stands the back over here. Government is the worst. Government is not for someone. A government that is very unfortunate. That is very important part. Somehow we can prevent which could have been the biggest scandals in the history of Manipur.
Manipur Science Center will launch an innovation hub with an aim to provide a platform to encourage and promote students with innovative ideas in the state. Director of Science and Technology Department E. Ibocha stated that the hub will create opportunities and help students to a great extent. He was addressing media persons at the series of press meet initiated by Directorate of Information and Public Relations (DIPR) at Old DIPR office today. He recalls that the Chief Minister had announced that the government will convert the 50 seats planetarium into 400 seats on the opening ceremony of Digital Planetarium. Ibocha stated that following the announcement, efforts are on to find a suitable location to set up the 400-seat planetarium by June this year. He also mentioned that it is an aim of the department to set up a science city in the state. Ibocha said the state has to provide only 30 acres of land area, electricity, water supply and the fencing for the construction of the complex, which will be built by National Council of Science Museum, Kolkata, as the nodal agency under the Ministry of Culture. He said if the government can provide the 30 acres of land area to set up the science city, it will be the second in the northeastern region after Guwahati. The Department of Settlement and Land Records is still utilizing the same outdated equipments for land survey since 1960. Director of the department, N.G. Naren Kumar, has stated that though the present government has already initiated projects for procuring modern equipments, the Department of Settlement and Land Records is still utilizing outdated equipments at present. Naren Kumar made the statements to media persons at the series of press meet initiated by Directorate of Information and Public Relations, DIPR, at DIPR office today. The director said the small yet significant department is conducting land surveys unceasingly for public interest. However, apart from land surveys held every 10 years to obtain land records and submission of their final reports to DCs concerned, there are no other schemes undertaken by the department. He further reminded that many land records were burnt when DC office was set ablaze in the 1990 social upheaval in the state. He asserted that many cases of fake land documents arose with the loss of land records acquired in surveys prior to 1969 in the fire.
adagi apaphattabo loimak tastobo pot khudingi tastobo nina complaint su dum yam lay adu khoi complaint su khoi di mutik khoi leitana ba khoi yam kanna khoi department side tagi khoi yam kanna khoi tana da hona jabani aduna hoji bogi state khoi village mayam ama khoi loraga khoi pithok kre phane ama chu khoi tori phal west khoi village khoi khoi khut ji phal west village ani khoi survey gi lei mite langon ga adu so part khar khatan.
Floral tributes were offered at the fort at Khujamlog, Laimaton Ching, commemorating the sacrifice of the freedom fighters during the Anglo-Manipuri War 1891 who fought against the British colonizers in the state. The ceremony was conducted as part of the one-month-long observance organized by Justice Committee for Anglo-Manipuri War 1891, Martyrs and Victims of Kanglei Park. Speaking on the occasion, convener of Justice Committee for Anglo-Manipuri War 1891, Martyrs and Victims of Kanglei Park, Khuraijam Athogba, stated that the fort at Khujamlog was utilized by the Manipuri soldiers during the Anglo War against the invasion of the British from Kashar. He said that there are stories of the Manipuri soldiers, Lorung Jaba, Sana Ngangba, Sogol Hanjaba, Kalasana, and prominent soldiers, Longjamba Poilaba and Yangkhoiba Poilaba, camping and using the fort as their base during the war under the leadership of the Meitei king. Khuraijam Athogba maintains that the ceremony was organized with an aim to acknowledge the place which holds significant historical importance. He further added that a memorandum will be submitted to the government urging to rebuild important sites of wars into memorial sites at the earliest.
Manipur ki puwarida matam sangna miyamna nathaidana lengakna masak khangdana leirure adubo Justice Committee 1891 na saphong laktana Anglo-Manipuri War gi mari leinaba tongan ba event sing lanpham sing asi lebak miyamda macha khaina masak khangan nanabagi campaign amagi saruk amoina Laimaton gi battlefield asi commemorate tawba amadi masidais da lekhidaba athoba lisingama amadi luchingba mari adugi mafamda ekhoina ngamjaba hei mana amator su leimana amator su heikat lekat tamjaba lakchabane Anglo-Manipuri War gi manung da thokiba every battlefield khuding maksi khongjom battle da leiriba memorial site asigumna memorial site amam semaga masi preserve tawduna archaeological madugi report sing thambira kanda miyam da khangan gadawni haibase khoi gi demand ni masi khoi athubuda government memorandum submit
World's Bamboo Ambassador, Professor at Department of Botany, Punjab University, Chandigarh, Dr. Nirmala Tongtham has been invited to present keynote lecture at World Bamboo Congress to be held in Mexico from August 14 to 18. Dr. Nirmala will share traditional knowledge of Asian culture in connection with the medicinal values of bamboo at the Congress. Bamboo Shoots as a Health Food, a book by Dr. Nirmala under the sponsorship of Net Dequid Foundation and American Bamboo Society USA will also be released at the event. The third World Bamboo Workshop will also be held in Imphal from February 4 to 8 next year under the leadership of the professor. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on approval of death penalty to those convicted of raping children under 12 years of age by the Union Cabinet today. Keep watching Impact News. Welcome back. You're watching Primetime English News. The Union Cabinet has approved an ordinance to amend the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences (POCSO Act 2012) to introduce death penalty for rape of children younger than 12 years. The decision was taken at a meeting at Prime Minister Narendra Modi's residence in 7 Lok Kalyan Marg in New Delhi today. The ordinance will now have to be approved in Parliament within the next 6 months. The move seeking the death penalty for child rapists comes in the backdrop of nationwide outrage over the brutal rape of an 8-year-old girl in Kathua district of Jammu and Kashmir. The alleged rape of a minor in Unnao by a Bharatiya Janata Party BJP legislature and rising anger over a spat of such incidents being reported over the past few weeks. On Friday, the centre in a letter submitted to the Supreme Court said that it has started the process to amend the POCSO Act to ensure maximum punishment of death penalty in child rape cases where the victim is under 12 years of age. Union Minister for Women and Child Development, Menaka Gandhi, had also put up a video message saying that the POCSO Act needed amendment so that death penalty could be awarded to the guilty. Meanwhile, students took out protest rally and held candlelight vigil as part of the solidarity campaign against the rape and murder of an 8-year-old in Jammu and Kashmir today. The rally from DM College Science via Thangmaiban and Khoyathong and back to the college was organized by PG students of the Life Science Department of the college. Taking part in the rally, convener of the rally, Nilshri Haishnam, termed the brutal incident as inhumane. She lamented that Manipur, despite being a land of beautiful culture, women's sections are still vulnerable to various crimes. She said the rally was held to proclaim the rights of women in the society.
Manipur gumba akoigi culture na yamna phajana lairaba afaba society ama stage da women se safe oide secured oide madu secured oinana bagi damakta akoigi voice taman India government na husi husi chathari basai sa Manipur government su mateng panghaningi haiba se haijaningi aduga akoi women se hena uplift tawbi ba haibadi akoigi thak se hena wangkhadan ba aduga wangkhadan ba haibadi safety ohen ba do secured ohen ba do adu khakta pamse. We condemn this rap culture. Rape culture should be vanished, abolished from our society.
Litan Bridge, built over Manipur River between Mayang Imphal constituency in Imphal West District and Hianglam constituency in Kaching District 46 years ago, has been in a deplorable condition for a long time. Bailey Bridge Construction Demand Committee of Sekmaijin Kuno and Pubak Chau highlighted the plight facing the locals, especially the students during monsoon floods every year, and drew the attention of the government and the authorities concerned to build a Bailey Bridge at the earliest. The committee stated that the bridge, which serves as the lifeline of districts, was also inundated in last year's flash flood, causing grievous inconveniences to the people. They also warned of resorting to various agitations if the bridge is not constructed before the onset of monsoon this year. One-day targeted intervention program on mental health education was held at Ideal School, Thanga in Bishnupur district today. The program was organized by the Department of Health and Family Service under National Mental Health Program, State Health Society Manipur, with an objective to raise awareness on mental health problem among the students. Resource person at the event, State Nodal Officer NMHP, Dr. A. Ranita, spoke on mental illness among school children. She said the mental illness in children can be due to genetic factor or environmental factor, particularly in family and school. Clinical psychologist, District Hospital Thaubal Kishore Chan Konsamcha, spoke on mental retardation among children. A psychiatrist, District Hospital Chandil and Nodal Officer DMHP Chandil, Dr. K.H. Robindro, spoke on substance abuse among school children and its impact on the society. While a psychiatric social worker, District Hospital Thaubal M. Sushil Kumar, spoke on rehabilitation program of mentally ill persons at the event. CADA, in collaboration with All Manipur Students Union AMSU, organized anti-drug campaigns under the banner Let's Stand Against Substance Abuse as part of its relentless campaign against drugs and intoxicants in the state today. The campaigns were held at Combined English School in Awang Kuno in Imphal West District and at Tera Urag High School in Kaching District. Resource persons at the campaign spoke at length on the negative impacts of drugs and intoxicants to the student. Shiza Hospital and Noor Hospital jointly organized a free obstetrics and gynecology consultation camp as part of Shiza's outreach program at Noor Hospital in Lilong today. Shiza Hospital's consultant obstetrics and gynecology Dr. Victor Kuman and Dr. Dhaneshwar Pijam checked up 180 patients at the camp. Dr. Victor Kuman stated that he will be available for OPD consultations every week on Tuesdays and Saturdays at Noor Hospital from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Department of Transport and Department of Health Service in a press release has notified that the departments will organize free health camp as part of the nationwide Road Safety Week 2018 on Sarak Suraksha Jivan Raksha from April 23 to 30. Director of RIMS, Professor A. Santa, was appointed as a member of the high-level HR committee of the Institute Body of Jawaharlal Nehru of Postgraduate Medical Education and Research (JIPMER) Pondicherry during high-level HR committee meeting of Institute Body of JIPMER in Pondicherry yesterday. Professor Santa is the first person from Northeast India and first JIPMER student to be in the apex body. He is also member of governing body and Standing Selection Committee of JIPMER. A photo exhibition entitled Landscapes and Bodies by Byron Ahara, a Californian researching on Manipuri traditional dances and Lai Harauba festival was held today. The photo exhibition was held at Books and Coffee in Singjamai, Yumnam Lekai. Photos based on Manipuri traditional attires and Lai Harauba festival were displayed at the exhibition.
The theme of this show is called Landscapes and Bodies. And I'm trying to represent and show that the landscape is more than just nature. The landscape around us there's a lot of memories involved and a lot of thoughts and myths and memories. And so especially in Manipur, I'm fascinated, being from America and Japanese, that the landscape means so much to the people in Manipur. Like the hills, like Kobru is one of the gods, and Nong Mai Ching, so many myths and legends happened in that hill range. So I'm trying to show that the landscape in Manipur is another entity, it's another person in a way.
Statue of mighty Major Pauna Brajabasi of Manipur installed in front of Ipudhau Puthiba Laibung at Aboynagar in Tripura will be unveiled on April 23. Puthiba Welfare and Cultural Society of Pauna Brajabasi Foundation, Manipur Tripura conveyed that the statue will be unveiled by Deputy Chief Minister of Tripura, Jishnu Dev Burman. Lalambung Makhong Apunba Nupi Lub observed its 5th Foundation Day at its office today. 3 sportspersons from the area who brought laurels to the state were also felicitated on the occasion. Corporator of IMC Ward No. 3 Hijam Nutan Chandra also attended the event. Now the sports news. Bengaluru Football Club B beat home team Trau Imphal 2-1 in the Group C match of the 2nd Division I League played at Kumalampak Main Stadium today. The two opposing teams played the match with great intensity and enthusiasm. Captain of BFC B, Myron CZ Mendes, opened the team's account by netting the first goal of the match in the 8th minute during the first half of the match. In the second half of the match, Myron CZ Mendes netted another goal for BFC B in the 59th minute, taking the opportunity of a corner kick. After being unable to reciprocate the 2 goals, striker Prince Will Olarchi Emeka of Trau scored the lone goal of Trau in the 72nd minute of the match. Team captain of Bengaluru Football Club B, Myron CZ Mendes, Palguni, Prince Will Olarchi, Emeka and Prem of Trau were booked yellow cards by the referee during the match. Manipur football team has bagged the overall team championship title at the 2nd National Sports Championship 2018 held at Hisar in Haryana from April 9 to April 11. The team not only bagged goals in the under 14 and under 18 categories but also in the senior open category. Gold medals were clinched in Taekwondo 74 kg senior category by Manipur Police Kuber. in the 68 kg senior category by N. Robert and in the 58 kg category by S. Arbol. Officials of Manipur Sports Development Association and Manipur Futsal Association lauded the players and coaches for bringing home the overall team championship title. Manipur Futsal Association MFA in a press release has stated that the trial selection for under-18 boys Guwahati City Football Club GCFC will be held on April 23 at Mekola Playground, Imphal West District. MFA also informed that interested and eligible boys can contact the association for details. Now, before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Irate people of Sagolmang block Imphal Cycle Road against the arrest of 2 members of Sagolmang Village Development Committee. Women warned of naked protest in Imphal District Hospital Road. Chief Minister Biren expresses disappointment at the glitch of Finance Department's website in August last year that led to an overdraft of over 200 crore rupees. And the Union Cabinet approves ordinance to award death penalty to those convicted of raping children under 12 years of age.